Hey everybody, this is FeverHost with tabletvideos.info, and I'm going to do a follow-up to my Motorola Xoom review that I did previously, the 18-minute plus epic video that I've heard a lot of people say the last couple of days. It's had good review, but I know it's a little long-winded, but a lot of the stuff in there had to be said. This video will probably not be as long, but will definitely answer some questions that I get on my personal site, and also questions that I've been asked on AndroidTablets.net. The first thing we're going to do is, I've had a lot of people ask me, can I do a true unboxing to basically show what it looks like when the tablet is first opened. So we're going to do that now. This is the actual box that I bought from Verizon. Bring this around a little bit. The actual stuff it says on here. On the back of the tablet, it basically has a picture of Angry Birds, the new Google Maps with the 3D aspect to it, YouTube optimized for tablets. Talked about playing TV shows and movies, view the internet, apps and games, and all that kind of good stuff. This is the Motorola Xoom with Google, powered by Android 3.0 on the Verizon wireless network. So this is the actual box. It's a nice, strong, sturdy box actually. So let's open this up. And this is the actual tablet here. Of course, I obviously have opened this up already and play with it, but just kind of a pet peeve for people who are making videos in the future. Make sure you clean your screen before you actually show it. There's nothing worse than trying to do a unboxing type video and there's smudges all over the screen. Anyways, I just think it looks horrible. So, just kind of my pet peeve. But you know, it's a clear screen. We're trying to show the beauty of this thing. So let's not fudge it up. But anyways, we have a couple manuals here. How to master your device. We have a important consumer information pamphlet here. We have more pamphlets about the emissions and be careful when you're driving. We have your Motorola Xoom is 4G LTE upgradable and where to go start that process, and a warranty pamphlet here. Two cables come with the Motorola Xoom. One is a micro USB cord. As I said in the previous video, this is a micro USB, not a mini USB. So definitely take note of that. There is quite a difference in the two. And then the cord that comes with it is the actual power cord, which is this little guy. So really, there's not a lot to this unboxing. It's a pretty basic thing. It doesn't really come with a lot of stuff. And so, if we would turn this bad boy on here, which we're going to do right now, so you can kind of see it coming up like my other video. One of the things I did want to do was I did want to show a comparison of tablets. I was going to show the Motorola Xoom compared to two other tablets, but actually my daughter is playing with the iPad right now. But I do have the Pen digital e-reader that has been rooted to run Android 2.1, and this tablet is a 7-inch tablet. This is actually a tablet I bought from Kohl's for this $50 sale. So as you can see, side-by-side comparison, the Xoom is quite bigger by length and a little bit by width. Actually, the dimensions it's a little bit smaller in the actual width of the device. The dimensions, as I said previously, they weigh about the same. So now that we have the actual Motorola Xoom loaded up, I will do a couple demonstrations because there have been a couple questions that have been asked on my personal site that I did not answer. The first thing is people wanted to show a little better example of how Flash actually works on this, and specifically, I guess there is a lot of Facebook fans out there. So I did want to load up Facebook and show people that oops, I sold Facebook, right? I wanted to show people that games like Cityville, for instance, does play on this, and it actually plays fairly well. So we're going to load this up here, and let me scroll into the Cityville that I have set up as an example, and we're going to turn the volume up on this thing so we can see it out of the way. So this is an example of Cityville that's going to load on here. Just to show you that this does load up and this does work. So you're able to play Farmville and Cityville and other Flash-based type games. Just remember, if you're playing a Flash-based game that requires any kind of JavaScript, that kind of stuff, that won't work because Android is not able to display JavaScripts and that kind of stuff. But for stuff like this, it works perfectly. As you can see, you can hear the music loading up for Cityville. Turn that actually down just a little tad, a little too loud. But anyways, this thing is loading up. You know, it's not as fast as a desktop, that's for sure. But you will be able to load it up and you will be able to play, and you can collect your money and all that kind of stuff. Also, my Wi-Fi is having a little bit of difficulty today, and that's not due to the tablet. That's just my router is kind of flaky today. I'm not sure what's going on with that. But anyways, as you can see here, it's starting to load up. And if I wanted to go here and have this person do whatever they want to do, let me close this. If I wanted this person to, collect some rent or that kind of stuff on here, I would click on that and accept, and it's being a little finicky here. It eventually would do that. Of course, helps if I click right on it. There it goes. See. So, anyways, I did that. Now she's going to start collecting money and do all that kind of stuff. Example is there's a couple things over here I can click on that need taken care of, and it starts to go. There it goes. Anyways, Cityville, Farmville, all that kind of Zynga type of games that you can play on Facebook. So I actually, surprisingly, I got a lot of people asking me if you can play Facebook on here. There's just a ton of people who play Facebook games. The other thing is I had a USB problem. Verizon does a very poor job, and so does Motorola, instructing people how to connect your tablet to your computer. They assume it's going to work flawlessly. The problem is it doesn't work flawlessly, and quite a lot of people. Basically what you have to do is you have to make sure that you have Windows Media Player 11, at least 11, installed on your computer, because this tablet installs itself as an MTP. And if you don't have Windows Media Player 11, and I'm talking about a Windows-based machine, specifically Windows XP, either Service Package 2 or 3, if you don't have that installed, it's just not going to detect it. You plug in your Xoom to your computer, and your computer, it'll know there's a USB device connected, but it'll have no idea what that device is, and therefore it doesn't work. So if you install Windows Media Player 11, install the drivers, and then restart your computer a couple of times, eventually it's going to detect that your Xoom is in there, and it's going to install it as an MTP device. And then you just go to your Windows Explorer, and under your devices you'll see the Xoom, and then you'll see the internal memory card. Another thing I wanted to show people on here, another question I have is, let me see a flash site, an example of a flash site coming up. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to load flashexamples.com so you can see actual flash sites coming up. Flashexamples.com. Okay. Oops, I typed it wrong. Flash. Oops. Typo. Hold on a second. Let me get this right. FLASHEXAMBLES. Guess my fingers were a little bit too quick. Oops. Okay, my bad. Flash example. PLE.com. Yay, there we go. Okay, so this is flashexample.com. I'm just loading this up to show you an example of Flash actually loading in here. There, that's a Flash right there. This will be a Flash. Uh-oh. Not a very good image to show, but hey, what are you going to do? It's an image of an iPod, but this is a Flash SWF file. Hit replay on here just to show you. And there it goes. And these are some other type of Flash stuff. Flash-based clock, Flash kind of video game type thing, and down there is actually Flash-based too. So it just kind of shows you that Flash does work pretty good on here. Another example I want to show real quick is my wife's website, which is pixondvd.com, and this is a pictures to DVD service she runs, and then this graphic up here, this whole thing is actually Flash based, and this actually runs pretty good on this type of device. And the last thing I wanted to do is, some people have been asking me, well, what does the camera look like? Can you take a picture and show us what's going on? So I'm going to take a picture real quick of how this loads up. So basically I'm going to take a picture over here, and I'll take a picture of my little display here while I'm actually taking doing the video. So here we go, picture, and then I will upload this picture right next to this. So anyways, like I said, this is not going to be the epic 18-minute plus second edition video. This is just going to be a quick one. And if I have a couple more questions that people submit to me on tabletvideos.info or 2011 androidtablets.com or the infamous androidtablets.net, I'll definitely post it along with this video. But right now you can see my exclusive video, my 18+ minute video, and this one right now only on androidtablets.net, and this is going to be under the review section. Anyways, I'm Fever Host with androidtablets.net and tabletvideos.info, and if you're thinking about purchasing a Motorola Xoom, I think it's a great buy. A little expensive. I don't think it's really worth $600, maybe $500, maybe even down to $450. $600 is a little too much, but like I said in my first video, I do need this for work, and also for leisure. It's nice to have around the house. And we actually had my wife's brother called up asking for directions, and my wife was telling him, well, wait a second, let me jump on the computer. And I said, well, wait a second, let's get the tablet out. Let's load up Google Maps, and how about you tell me the address that he was wanting the information on? And we got in there and into the address, zoomed on in, told him exactly where it was, and all that kind of fun stuff, and saved us a trip to walking to our office. We were in the living room watching a television show. So anyways, Fever Host, androidtablets.net, tabletvideos.info, and continue watching my other videos.